It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus is on Jacoby Myers, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Steelers and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Smith. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting...
There he goes, left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. He'll let one go deep for Downs. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. Touchdown! Luke Musgrave, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's Smith.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Here's Smith. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing again is Smith.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 8-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. To the air again, Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Kendrick Bourne from 8 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Where's the guys up front? Or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now Geno on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Arlene McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Throwing is Smith.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Smith throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. That's caught by Myers.
Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When the play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Looking to throw. Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Smith on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
The Steelers taking over now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. An anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, Smith. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
2nd down and 3.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Finding Ertz again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
Powers through, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
This pass left side to Downs.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Jacobs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Josh Downs,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Aleem McNeil picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Running it with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Kill! 47!
Prescott. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jacoby Myers with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Steelers have got it on cruise control.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Browns 10. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play
but he could not pull it in. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Counter play with Jacobs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave,
The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Cleveland offense making their way out. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing